Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks and another Open with me. This time I'm going to review this sort of bookazine. Now I bought this in Windsor on my recent trip in a shop called WH Smith's, which is a chain of newsagents come stationery shops here in the UK. So that's where if you are around a WH Smith's you might be able to get it. I don't know where else they might sell it. That's just where I got it from. But this is quick and easy crochet projects to brighten up your home and wardrobe. Plus a beginner's guide to crochet. Toys, home decor, clothing and holidays. So it's a sloth. I called it a koala just now. It's a sloth. Well, I only glanced and I'd always, disclaimer alert, I'm not good at identifying Amigurumi. We've got a cushion. My cat is now meowing. I fed her twice. I honestly don't know why. We have a shawl. We have some Christmas ornaments. We've got a bear. That looks like a slice of toast. If it is, I'm really amazed that I identified it. And we've got a bobble hat and whatever this is here. So no idea. Okay, let's get in. I can identify the burger. Funny how I can identify amigurumi like food, isn't it? But not necessarily poppies. No, roses. See what I mean? Roses. So we've got the contents page. We have getting started. We're going to look at crochet hooks, a crochet kit bag, the essentials. I would have thought that essentials are in the kit bag, but reading crochet patterns, stitch gallery, pattern gallery that is, crochet glossary. Then for clothing, we have a winter warmer scarf, a rose corsage. Can't imagine thinking of a corsage as clothing, but it adorns clothing. I would say an accessory, but never mind. Cross-stitch fingerless gloves, December shawl, find your rhythm beanie, faithful shawl and a boho poncho. There's the obligatory boho. We always have boho in magazines. It's like, you know, the world would come to a halt if they didn't put boho in there somewhere. South of the border blanket, spike stitch, placemat coasters. Oh, these are for the home, I should say. Jane cushion, tea rose spar set, gelato rainbow basket and a perky peg bag. For the holidays, we have a crocheted rose. Why is that holidays? Maybe we'll find out. Lucky the leprechaun, 4th of July bunting, the pumpkin patch bear and sweet Christmas buddies. Okay, there's only two things there I think are to do with holidays, and that's the Christmas buddies and the 4th of July, but you know, because now we've got toys, and I would have thought the leprechaun and the bear can come under toys. But we've got the alpaca family, amigurumi food, so it was a slice of toast after all. Mama and baby sloth, a cosy penguin, Pearl the dolphin, big and little tooth-offence. Yes, tooth-offence. So we'll find out what a tooth-offence is. So we're going to go on about the hooks at first, looking at the tips, the throat. I didn't know my crochet hook had a throat, but now I do. The grip, head, shank and handle. Well, I really didn't know there was so much to the anatomy of a crochet hook. It just seems to me like a stick with a hook on the end. But there you are. Who knew that it had all these parts? Anyway, I'm just being flippant. We've got US to UK hook sizes. We've got the crochet kit bag telling you all the things you might likely need in your kit bag, including safety eyes. Most of these things can be found at hobbyrocks.co.uk, just saying. The essentials, holding your hook, making a slip knot, chain, slip stitch, working in a foundation chain. I guess these are the essentials you might need in this book rather than the essentials for everything. Double crochet DC, treble crochet TR, double treble DTR and half treble HTR. So these are English terms. So they're not going, these are just UK terms, not US. That's what I'm trying to say. Working in rows, joining new yarn, changing the colour. So that's kind of, it goes on. We won't labour the point. There's just lots. We could be here all day looking at all of the essentials. So we've got abbreviations and symbols and blocking. Reading crochet patterns. So hopefully it goes into as much detail about reading patterns as it does the rest of it. Just bear with me a second. I just need to get a... That's better. I've got a nice cup of tea sitting at the side of me. Okay. Well, I wonder if they're tooth-offence. I don't know what's toothy about them if it is. Okay, so anyway, we've got reading the patterns. Stitch pattern gallery. So it's telling you all the different stitches. However, doesn't tell you all of the names of them, does it? Because many stitches have many different names. Never mind. There's quite a few here. Possibly all of the ones that are featuring in this bookazine. So it will show you the diagrams as well as how to do them. Crochet Glossary. So it tells you about what the words mean, obviously, Amigurumi, and why they're in brackets and stuff like that. So that's actually quite interesting. Not just terms, but why we have things. Okay, so that will go on for a few pages. Now we've got to the clothing. Winter warmer scarf, which is not picture. Oh, yes, it is. It's here. It's just that 40 is over there and the picture is over there when 44 is here. You know, just saying. So 40 is this one. We've got 44, which is the cross-stitch gloves. They look a bit like my gloves, actually, on my channel. And then we have this 52, Faithful shawl. And 50, where are you, 50? Find Your Rhythm beanie. And 48 is December shawl. Wow. Okay. Winter warmer scarf, straight off. Looks a bit like an infinity scarf to me. So this is this corsage. It's just not really clothing to me. Sorry, I needed a drink. Didn't really want to pause it again. The cross-stitch fingerless gloves. Now, I made some fingerless gloves that look remarkably like these, except mine are called the Crochet Rock Stitch because it's actually a stitch that I invented myself. And if I... Well, I will remember, I think, to try and put a link at the end. If not, you can find them under Crochet Rock Stitch, perhaps. I don't know. Or fingerless gloves. December shawl. So, doesn't always tell you the name of the stitch that they've used, and so do like many other things don't actually name stitches. But, you know, there's always more than one name for a stitch as well, which is very confusing. So this is the Find Your Rhythm beanie, and I'm struggling to figure how they've ended this. Whether it's just turned under, which it does kind of look like, or maybe it's a foundation stitch at the end, you know, to actually start off. I don't know. If you would like the brim of your beanie to feel snug, you could change down to a 5.5 hook. Okay, so who knows? I suppose we'd have to do it. This is the Faithful shawl. There it is. Boho poncho. So boho got a big seam down the middle though. I'm not kind of keen on the big seam down the middle. This is for the home. South of the border blanket, we've got the gelato rainbow basket. Jane cushion, tea rose spot. Again, they're all over the place. There's the cushion. Why didn't they just put them by them? It's a bit... Anyway, south of the border blanket. So it's just got arrows going down, I suppose. That's what makes it south. We've got a chart. You know I love a chart. This is the Spike Stitch placemat and coaster set. Quite... Well, I don't know if I like the colours. I could have used something a bit more bright, but never mind. This is the Jane cushion. Perfect accessory for any sofa. Bit plain. Tea Rose spa set. So, we've got... What is that, a soap sack? Don't know. Does it say? A pattern face scrubby. Or is it this? Don't know. Oh, here. Soap saver pouch. Well, Glenda, creative grandma, has just done one of those big soap saver things and a big soap drive. So yeah, she had lots of soap sacks. Probably did tutorials too. I love Glinda. Anyway, gelato rainbow basket. Okay, we have the peg bag. Now, I made something like this for school once, but it was made out of, I don't know what you'd call that. It wasn't Hessian, but it had that kind of holes here and there for kids to embroider into. I don't know what they call that stuff. And my mum used it for years, and then I had it until it eventually fell apart. So this is how to make one. I don't think the hook's big enough, but there you go. Mine made use of a coat hanger. But yeah, it's quite nice, quite different. Sometimes the holes are not big enough on these things though. For the holidays, now, I think they're stretching a point with that, Rose. What kind of what kind of holiday has a rose? I don't know. St. George's Day? Leprechaun, so St. Patrick's Day? Is it Patrick? No, it's St. Andrew, isn't it? No, it's not St. Andrew, that's Scotland. David is Wales. Patrick, yes, of course it is. Patrick is Ireland. When I was at school, we all had houses. Obviously, I was in St. George, which was England. So yeah, all of the 4 houses of Britain. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the rose signifies. Maybe St. George's Day, but I think they're labouring a point there, really. Well, it says for your Valentine. Okay, that kind of blew that out of the water, didn't it? And this one is Make Paddy's Cheer with this cute decoration. So we're honouring St. Patrick's Day, just not the rest of us then. Just saying. 4th of July bunting. Oh, red, white and blue. And this is perfect for autumn. Just for autumn. No, it's not really no. I don't think that's a bit of a... They could have put more holiday stuff in there. We've got Christmas buddies. So they're quite nice. Little things to hang on your tree. Candy canes and a cup of hot chocolate. Christmas pudding, gingerbread girl. And is that it? Little holly leaf. Okay, let's have a look at the toys. This must be the Toothafants. What is a Toothafant? Have I missed something? The alpaca family and amigurumi food. Mama bath sloth. Mama and babe. I said bath again. I said that earlier before I started recording. Cozy penguin. Pearl the dolphin. Big and little. Toothafants. Maybe there's a story I don't know anything about. But look, alpacas. And they've even got the shaggy hair. They're quite cool. Yeah, I like them. They're pretty decent. Anyway. Although they just seem to be made out of a barrel with a head and legs. Amigurumi food. Here we go. So, yes, it was toast, I think. We got a Coke bottle. It says soda because they don't want to come out with it. We got ketchup and a hot dog. And we have a burger and toast. So we got peanut butter on one and jelly on the other, guys. These are kind of strangely American in their design, yet using UK terms. Seems weird, don't you think? Mama and baby sloth. I like sloths. I went to see one at the one of the zoo parks, and I cannot believe just how slow they actually move. Thought it was a bit of a myth. Thought, yeah, maybe they're slow, not don't run, but wow, they actually move incredibly slowly. Cozy penguin. There he is with his little earmuffs. So yeah, those are kind of holidays. Why don't they put that under the holidays? I don't sort of agree too much with their, naming of things. Pearl the dolphin. That'll go over a few pages and the tips along the way. Big and little Toothafants. Toothafants. I don't understand. But then, I'm not in the know, am I? Obviously. There might be a reason they're called that. If you know, please let me know. And that's it, guys. Let me know. What do you think? Do you like this book? Is it worth £10.99? Let me know in the comment section what you think. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.